All right, Shalom. I'd like to start off by saying, Call Halayim La Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Harakah Kodash, my mouth. Double honors to the elder apostles, great millstone, and my elder Heroine as well. Salutation to the argument that are pushing this truth and sincerity and truth, and peace and blessing to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right, I'm Kanak Sam Banyan Charlotte from the Lions Den Yah Charlotte camp, and this is another Lions Den news and prophecy. And this article reads, North Korea's Kim vows to make his nuclear force ready for combat with the United States. Lord willing, this lesson is edified and serves its purpose for the hopeful elect, the ones that truly believe in the name of Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. So, with the title of this article, man, it says a lot. It says North Korea Kim vows to make his nuclear force ready for combat with the United States. There's a lot of other countries doing the same thing, not just hold on, let me get my levels right a little bit. All right. Hold on. Here we go. All right. So now, there's a lot of other countries that are doing the same thing. North Korea's doing it. Iran's doing it for the same purpose of making ready for war with the United States. Russia's doing it. Everybody's ramping their arsenal up to come at the great whore, And why and how is this being done? Through the will and power of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. That's it. So, Yahweh by Shem Yahushai is the one mustering up the host of the battle. His word shall not come back unto him void. And we out here on the highways and byways prophesying the sincerity and truth of the things that are to come and the destiny and the what's going to happen to Babylon the Great, which is in America. So the article reads, North Korea, this is from Newsbreak, South Korea AP. North Korea leader Kim Jong-un vowed to redouble, I don't even know what redouble, efforts to make his nuclear force fully ready for combat with the United States as its allies, state media reported Tuesday, after the countries disclosed a new platform likely designed to fire more powerful intercontinental ballistic missiles targeting the mainland United States. Right. What does that mean? All day that bend the bow, shoot at her. Spare no arrows. It is vengeance of the Lord, Matter of fact, hold on. We're going to get that. Because Yahweh Shem Shai setting up a standard against United States, which is Babylon the Great. And that standard is destruction. The Lord is setting this place up to be destroyed, man. All right. So I was going to get this anyway. So let me just jump to it real quick. Jeremiah 50 and 14. I'm probably going to come back to this again, but put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she has sinned against the Lord. Right. So the Lord is setting up a standard against Babylon the Great, and that standard that he's setting up is the intercontinental ballistic missiles. All right. All right. All right, this Job 20 and 24 says, he shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. Right? So this is all being set up by Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. There's no escaping the judgment of the Lord. There's no escaping it. The Lord has a judgment. This is places, there's an altar call. How they used to do at the end of church. All come up to the altar. This altar call, this is a sacrificial altar call. This place is a place for to show for Yahweh Shem Yahushai to show his wrath, man. All right. So reading the article, going back to the article, it says North Korea leader Kim Jong-un vowed to redouble efforts to make his nuclear force fully ready for combat with the United States and its allies. I think I read it wrong the first time. It said, and its allies, not only the United States, but NATO, Israel, So these are the ones that are allied with the United States. Anything lined up with the United States is going to be a target. So that's why you're going to see these countries slowly pulling away from the United States. You know what I'm saying? All right. It says, state media reported Tuesday after the country disclosed a new platform likely designed to fire more powerful intercontinental ballistic missiles targeting the United States mainland. Kim has reportedly made similar pledges, but his latest threats comes as outside experts believe Kim will perform provocative weapons tests ahead of the United States presidential election in November. It's going to be a lot happening around this time, man. Remember, a cold ass November. There's I believe a lot, and a lot of people are talking about it. A lot of brothers are prophesying about it, including the elder. There's a lot of things that are going to happen around this time. You got two buffoons running for office, Donald Trump and Kamala Harris, right? And I was supposed to do a lesson on it, but there was an article on Vladimir Putin saying that he accepts or agrees or something, or accepts Kamala Harris with a smirky grin on his face. Yeah, put her in office. So these other nations are licking their chops, man. They're licking their chops. They're ready to pounce on the United States of America. They're ready to take this place off the map. It says, in recent days, North Korea has also resumed launches of trash-carrying balloons towards South Korea, provoking them to war. Like, South Korea is an ally of the United States, and the United States made a pledge to protect South Korea from the North Korea. All right. It says, in a speech making the 76th founding anniversary of his government on Monday, Kim in North Korea faces a grave threat because of what he called the reckless expansion of the United States-led regional military bloc that is now developing into a nuclear base one. Kim said such a development is pushing North Korea to boost their military capability, according to the official Korean Central News Agency. And think about it. That's the trend. That's the same reason, not for military bases being nuclear bases being set up, but the whole reason for the war in Ukraine is to stop NATO from moving eastward to the back door of Russia. These are all threats to the West. Anything associated with the West, with the United States and NATO, and rightfully so. These other countries, North Korea and Russia, Iran, they're protecting themselves from NATO and the United States. But the United States and NATO will paint the narrative as if they're the good guys spreading democracy, when it's really demonocracy. All right, and these countries have the right to protect themselves. It says Kim said North Korea will redouble its measures of efforts to make all the armed forces of the state, including the nuclear force, fully ready for combat. KCNA said. North Korea has been protesting the July signing of a new United States-South Korea defense guideline meant to integrate United States nuclear weapons and South Korea conventional weapons to cope with the growing North Korean nuclear threat. North Korea said the guideline revealed its adversaries' plot to invade the country. The United States and South Korea officials have repeatedly said they don't intend to attack the country. But you're putting together, what is it? Like a decree that says that's a possibility of that can happen. So what they'll be stupid just to sit there and like, oh, they're just saying that they're not going to do it. They are going to do it. That's why they're setting it up like that. All right. Since 2022, North Korea has significantly accelerated its weapon testing activities in a bid to perfect its capabilities to launch strikes on the United States and South Korea. The United States and South Korea have responded by expanding military drills that North Korea calls invasion rehearsals. And they have they have the right to feel that way, because all these military exercises are provocation of war. All right. I did a lesson the other day talking about how Yahweh Shimon Shai did the same thing with and what I think it was 167 BC with Antiochus Epiphanes when they seen the apparitions or they seen the angels in the air doing military exercises, man. So you seen the elder just did a lesson talking about the chariot that showed up over Iran. So as these nations are setting themselves up for war, so is Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. It says many analysts believe North Korea has some last remaining technological barriers to overcome to acquire long-range nuclear missiles that can reach the United States mainland, though it likely already possesses missiles that can hit key targets in South Korea and Japan, both United States allies. South Korea officials, experts say North Korea could conduct nuclear tests or ICBM test launch before the United States election to increase its leverage in future diplomacy with the United States. Observers say North Korea likely thinks a greater nuclear capability would help to win United States concessions, lift sanctions relief. All right, so when you're putting that much pressure on a nation with sanctions and anything like that, they have to do something to stimulate their economy. When you're putting these sanctions on them to choke them out, all right. It says North Korea, as of Tuesday morning, did not appear to have staged any major military demonstrations to mark this year's anniversary, but the North's main Radong Semin newspaper on Sunday published a photo of Kim inspecting what appeared to be a 12-axle missile launch vehicle, which would be the largest the country has shown so far during a visit to a munition plant. This sparked speculation that the North could be developing a new ICBM that is bigger than its current Hwasong 17 ICBM, which is launched on an 11-axle vehicle. When asked about the photo on Monday, Pentagon spokesperson Major General Pat Ryder refused to provide a specific assessment of North Korea's missile capabilities and reiterated that Washington was working closely with Seoul, Tokyo, and other partners to preserve regional security and deter potential attacks. It is not unusual for North Korea to use media reports and imagery to try and telegraph. They pointed this all wrong. All right. So they'll use news media to telegraph, kind of sort of like, let me show you what I got. Let me show you what I can do. Right. But you can best believe they got something else under their sleeve. All right. It says North Korea flew hundreds of huge balloons carrying rubbish towards South Korea for 5 straight days through Sunday, extending a Cold War-style psychological warfare campaign that was further stoked animosities on the Korean peninsula. Balloons largely contain waste papers and vinyls, and there has been no reports of major damage. They're just fucking with them. North Korea began its balloon campaign in late May, calling it a response to South Korea's civilian flying propaganda leaflets across the border via their own balloons. South Korea later restarted an anti-Pyongyang propaganda loudspeaker broadcasting along the rivals' tense land border. Observers say North Korea is extremely sensitive to South Korea's leafleting activities and loudspeaker broadcasts, as they could hamper its efforts to ban foreign news and to its 26 million people. All right. Man, it's a whole bunch of that's crazy. That's crazy because they're doing a lot of immature shit, but But it's just like to get at them, to antagonize them. It's a provocation of war, right? But it's also a distraction too. You know, you worry about trash being flown over there, but you need to be worried about how they finna make this place trash. And it's all being set up by Yahweh by Shemi Shai, man. You know what I'm saying? So war is about to come down on this place. This is Jeremiah 51:11. It says, "Make bright the arrows, gather the shields." Right? It says, "The Lord has raised up the spirit of the kings of the Medes for his defense against Babylon to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of the Lord and the vengeance of his temple." Right? So now, the Medes, in this case, is talking about Russia. Right? So Russia is an ally to North Korea and also an ally to China. You know? So then they're all also allied to Iran. And these are all countries that are enemies to the United States of America. Which, what's going to happen? These countries are going to rise up against the United States of America in league with Russia. So there's nothing that, this place is going down, man. And that's why you have the prophets of Yahweh by Shemi Shai prophesying about this. And it's going to happen real soon. Verse 12, it says, "Set up a standard upon the walls of Babylon. Make the watch strong. Set up the watchmen. Prepare the ambushes. For the Lord hath both devised and done that which he speaketh against the inhabitants of Babylon." And that's what we're witnessing right now. You know, the Lord is setting up a standard. The standard is missiles, man. That's the standard up against this place. This is Jeremiah 50:1. It says, the word of the Lord spake against Babylon and against the land of the Chaldeans by Jeremiah the prophet. "Declare ye among the nations, and publish and set up a standard, publish and conceal it not. Say, Babylon is taken, Bel is confounded, Marduk is broken in pieces, for her idols are confounded, her images are broken." Because this is all this place is just like the first Babylon, nothing but idolatry here and wickedness. It says, "For out of the north there shall come up a nation against her, which shall make her land desolate, and none shall dwell therein. They shall depart, both man and beast." Right. That's going into Russia, another ally to North Korea. "In those days, and in that time, saith the Lord, the children of Israel shall come together, weeping. They shall go and seek the Lord, Yahweh by Shemi Shai." And that's what we're doing now. All right. That's what we're doing now. You know, so us creating these videos, making these videos, us praying every day, for to see our captivity, to see us being brought out of our captivity, as us crying out to the Lord, man. And the cries of them has reaped to the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth. So the Lord is setting up a standard against Babylon. That standard is going to be destruction. These missiles that's going to come and take this place down, man. All right, this is Jeremiah 51:13. It says, "O thou that dwellest upon many waters, abundant in treasures, thine end is come, and the measures of thy covetousness." Right, the end of this place is come, man. The Lord is setting up the end of this place. It says, "The Lord of hosts has sworn by himself, surely I will fill thee with the men as with caterpillars, and they shall lift up and shout against thee." Right, what do caterpillars do? Eat and devour shit. All right. "He hath made the earth by his power. He hath established the world by his wisdom, and hath stretched out the heavens by his understanding. When he uttereth his voice, there is a multitude of waters in the heavens, and he causeth the vapors and the ascent from the to ascend from the ends of the earth. He maketh lightning with rain, and bringeth forth the winds out of his treasure." Right, and that's Yahweh by Shemi Shai that controls everything on the earth, including this war that's about to come about on this place, man. It says, "Every man is Brutus in his knowledge, every founder is confounded by the graven images. For his molten images is falsehood, and there is no breath in them." Right, and this is what this place is built on. All right, you know. So with that being said, the Lord has set up a standard against this place to bring destruction on this place, man. So that's why he's rising up all these nations against Babylon the Great, which is America, you know. So we're going to see even more of these articles come to pass, man. As a matter of fact, let me jump up to Jeremiah 51:1 and to close it out. It says, "Thus said the Lord, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me a destroying wind." And that destroying wind is these missiles, man. So that's what's so when you see articles of, go back to the title again, it says North Korea's Kim vows to make his nuclear force ready for combat with the United States. That's the Lord rising up that destroying wind, meaning the missiles against this place. All right, Lord willing, this lesson to edify and to serve his purpose for the hopeful elect, the ones that truly believe in the name of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. With that, I'd like to say, Kal Halayim La Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai by Shem Harakak Radash Ma'amath. Double honors to the elder apostles, great millstone, and my elder Heroin as well. Salutations to the Akim that are pushing the truth, the sincerity and truth, and peace and blessing to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. Shalom.